Now we will discuss about the Greek period. So let's start with the PPT. Greek period. Introduction. So Greek period is a Grecian civilization was in the three periods and it reflected the grace and beauty of line and refinements of detail and unity of the composition. So first of all, Honoric period also 2018 to 510 BC, before century. It has an introduction of the alphabets and poetries. So second is the Highlandic periods. Same as it is BC, before century 510 to 336. So development in the art and culture and commerce took place. So there were many important domestic culture and philosophers in this period. So third one is the Hellenistic period. Same as it is this period also 336 to 146 BC, before century. In this period, so Alexander founded the city of Alexandria and become the king of Persia. So great culture era of the philosophy and literature ended with the death of the Alexander. So same as the source of information, how to collect the source of information, the Greek period, so poetry, culture, and monuments and literature and painting also the source of information. So Greek costumes. The mainly Greek costumes were very simple. Men and women wore a lining in the summer and wool in the winter. So same Asian women could buy a cloth and clothing in the Ogara. Ogara is also a cloth, like a plain cloth. So marketplace, but that was the expensive. So the garment called the tunic was called a chiton by the Greeks. So also many of the earliest depiction of the Greek chitons give the impressions so of a garment swing together at the shoulder and under the arm area. So at a later variation were not the swing but often were created by the taking a single rectangular or piece of cloth and wrapping it around the body and securing with the at the pin of more pins at the shoulder with the one or two pins also. The tunic also lengthened and the chiton can be adjusted according to the weight of the person. So same as a Greek man and woman places the shawl or cloak. Also, you know that students, what is cloak? Student, what is cloak? As you know that, what is cloak, Vida? Cloak is the tunic. So same as Greek man and woman place shawl or cloak over the chiton area. So most families made their own clothes, which were simple tunics and warm cloaks. Cloaks also cloak like tunics, so made of linen or wool, dye bright colors, bleach white. Clothes were made by the mother, her daughters, and the female slaves. So the often decorated to the replace represented the city state in which they live. So now and then they may be by jewelry of the traveling pandler and hairpins, rings and earring, also a jewelry of Greek periods, but the only rich could afford much jewelry. But man and woman used perfume made by the boiling flowers and herbs. Next is the fashion of the Asian Greek. What is the chiton? Chiton also a Greek main dress worn by the both man and woman. You can also mention a chiton. Chiton is wear a man and woman. In case of woman, it was till the ankle length, and for the man, it was till the knee length. So chiton is the form of the tunic made of wool, which was kept in a place by the pin on the left shoulder. Same as it is tunic also a piece of cloth. They also pin on the left shoulder. Also a chiton is a tunic made of wool which was kept in a place by the pins on the left shoulder. So which one is the arm opening on the left or both shoulders? There were there were two armholes. So sometimes the chiton is made of two pieces, so swing together lengthwise. It could be a very narrow, so fit more closely to the body. You can see the picture of chiton, students.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So second one is the Doric chiton, also same as chiton variation. Doric chiton was soldiers and the practical people. They were Doric chiton made of wool. So it is a basically garment worn by the Greek nobles. Doric chiton also wear a not only men wear, just they practically pupils were worn by the Greek movements. So it was folded in a such a way that was a, that was and the overlap of the material on the body within the pins. So it was the 6 feet in the width and longer than the weight of the weavers. So same as the fabric was wrapped around the body within the expresses material fold over the tops. So garment was the pin at the both shoulder and access to the material. Same as the Doric variations, dimensions. When the dimension is the ionic with their philosopher and shoulders, and they made of linen and even silk and has a gracefully folded. So chiton was a 10 feet wide and it was measured shoulder to ankle and had a wide elbow length sleeve. So it required to 8 to 10 brooches to fastening to the top edges to form the elbow length sleeve. So same as it is, he mentioned also on our tunic like a gown called he mentioned. So it made of rectangular woolen piece or linen. So 10 to 15 feet long, about a 6 feet wide, usually white color or overall the pattern or decorated wear on the border. So there has no fasteners. Dimensions. So same as this is a no fastener, but was the wrap around the body and the drape in a such a way that is was the impossible for it to slip. So they wrap the around the body over the left shoulder, or sometimes it was the drape so that a hood was formed and the head was the cover to the protect from the sun weathers. Next is paplos. So same as the paplos. What is a paplos? Paplos is also a woman dress. It is the earliest form of chiton. So worn by the woman in the Homeric period. So consisting of the also a rectangular piece of woolen clothes. So it is a very heavily embroidered with the fold and extended till waist and fastening on the shoulder with the larger sleeves. So next one is the Chalamyas. So you can see the picture of Himanshan and Papillons and Chiton. Same as it, Chalamyas also look like a Chiton. Okay, students, are you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Chalamyas, it is a basically soldier's garment. It is a square piece of cloth thrown on around the shoulder and passing mostly with the branches, branch pins. So it was made of leather or wool. It was worn over the chiton by men, especially for the traveling. It could be used as a blanket for a sleeping at the night. Chalamyas. Okay. Next, same as you can see the picture, Chalamyas. Same square piece of cloth, narrow around the shoulder, fastening most of the branches pieces. You can see the picture. So it was made of leather, wool, and is over chiton by the men traveling, susceptible for the traveling. So we use for a blanket for the sleeping at night. Okay. Same Chalamyas, you can see the picture Chalamyas.
Yes, ma'am.
Peplos. So also earliest for chiton was a woman by the woman in the Highlandic period, so consider rectangular piece, paplos. So it is a very heavily embroidered with the over the folded and it's still waist and fastening on the shoulder with the larger piece. So top layer of the clothing which wave the waist often over the appearance of the two piece of clothes. So same as you can see the picture of woman dress. Woman wore a tunic called a paplos. Same tunic को ही हम paplos बोलते हैं. ठीक है, ये confuse नहीं होना इसमें. So the paplos was a full length garment that would be a drape and the pin at the shoulder, different ways. So women also wore a garment like a chiton. So this would be worn over the paplos. The chiton was usually very long and very full and could be pulled together or swing at the shoulder. Both of these garments were usually long to be pulled over a belt. So same as a hairstyles. So basically, hairstyle usually done by the knot curls, coil, head up bands. So long braid, wear cross at the back. You can see the pictures of women hairstyles. So at the back and the two ended fastening in the front. So same short hair above the forehead. Earlier man and had long hairs, haircut in the honor of deaths and the haircut in the honor of deaths and also had a short hairs and no young men were beardless. So the beard had a soft wavy curls was pointed. So same as jewelry. So long, same as you can see the picture of jewelry. तभी मैंने पिक्चर लगाई है ताकि आपको थोड़ा सा क्लियर हो जाए. So same as long walking sticks, gloves of boxing, swords, mirror, vanity case, and long handle fan of leaves and feathers, and girdle of beautiful and intricate metal works, or hair pins of gold or cravey ivories. So in narrow point stick or rod used as a hairpins. So same as the example of men clothing, a hitched up tunic from a working man. A, B is a tunic and a paplum. You can see the picture of paplum. Third one is a tunic at toga. C, toga. And D is a panula. This is a panula or headed cloak.
मैम
Yes.
मैम बी और सी में मतलब क्या डिफरेंस है?
Tunic is a paplum. Paplum जो है आपका B का वो short है. ठीक है. Pamphlets is a short and toga is a long, lengthy tunic.
Okay.
Yes. And E is the hobinated sandals and soldiers and the workmanship. You use करते हैं E में. और F is the habinated boots. E is the opening वाले और F वाले opening वाले नहीं है.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am.
So same as you can see the picture of woman dress. Four on the left of the wearing the long tunic, the figure on the right wear a long tunic covered by the he mentioned a headscarf. You can see ये पीछे वाली lady. Okay. पता लग गया सबको हिमांशन क्या है? हिमांशन वाला क्लोथ क्या है?
Yes, ma'am.
Same as the figure is a showing woman dresses. The top figure wear the Doric peplos. The two below the wear the same fashionable long athletic tunic. So lower figure show wave of the wearing the he mentions. मैंने तभी ये पिक्चर्स लगाई है ताकि आपको क्लियर हो जाए कि हिमेंशन क्या है, पेप्लोस क्या है, फेलियम क्या है. So a woman in the long tunic tied at the waist and below the bust area. A woman wearing a tunic and palla. You can see the picture of palla and tunic, long tunic. Students, are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So same as the palla. You can see the picture of two pictures A and B. Rectangular woolen metal worn by the woman, and it was normally draped over the left shoulder. You can see, and across the back under the right arm, with the remainder carrying over the left shoulder.
मैम जैसे शॉल लेते हैं वैसे ना.
Yes. So same as a piece of cloth है, उसको आप ड्रेप करना, आपने कैसे ड्रेप करना वो आपके हाथ में है, वो आपने सिर्फ लिखना है उसको. So same as a sculpture of a woman wearing a strophium, the Roman equivalent of a bra. Same as a woman footwear, a sandal for a soft leather shoes. You can see the pictures. So next one is a men also wore a chiton. Also women wear a chiton. Also men may wear a chiton, but they were usually made of the lighter material. This was because men often had to work outdoors. A man chiton could be draped over one or both shoulders. You can see. So Greek men often wore a chiton drape over the left shoulder for the horseback riding or other activities like the horse riding. Yeah, also working a. So next, accessory for men. You can see the pictures. Accessory, long walking sticks, gloves for boxing, swords, mirror, a vanity case, long handle fans of leaves, feathers, so beautiful intricate metal work, girdles, so ornaments, hairpins of gold. Same woman, also mirror, vanity case, long handle fan of leaves and feathers. You can see the pictures. So next, men footwears. Barefoot wear sandals, ankle and shoes, buskin here, high boots. So they used to go barefoot and sometimes used to wear a sandal. So also ankle and shoes from the foot to the top of shoes. You can see the pictures. Same as buskin. Buskin is a kind of boot on the stage by and the actor of Habut also was the made of fur. Same as a woman footwears, they wear usually barefoot shoe and wore usually the most costly article of the feminine dresses, high heel sandals, occasionally used to the increase the height. So Habut it was made with the fur. The color used mostly color white color for a royal pupil. So black, purple, and dark green from a mourning time, death time. So gray, green, and brown worn by the peasants. So white, gold used in the embroidery. So rose with the gold girdle for birds. You can see the pictures. Same as Greek costume for children. So school boys were depicted in the nude. So school age boys were short belted or unbelted chiton. You can see the picture chiton. So girls' chiton were arranged much as those of older women and bals. Variety of waves, and he mentioned also worn by boy and girl. It is a rectangular cloak with the tuck on the right shoulder. Another garment was a long cape with the pointed hood that either closed in the front or had an opening, so the witches could be a slip over the head area. Same as hair, headdress, footwear, jewelry, and children's for children's. So hair and headdress is the small children and boy had short hairs over the older girl dresses their hair same way as a woman do. So boys and girls wore a flat curved hat with the heavy roll as a brim also a like a cap. So girls wore a high picked hat with the flat and stiff brims. So same as the footwear also children want to show barefoot foot covering the including sandal, boots, and closed shoes also. Wear a Greek children footwear. So same as the jewelry, so children wore a earring, necklace, bracelet, armlets. So especially those in the form of the pieces. You can see the picture of children jewelry. So, okay, students, hope you all have understand the topics. So, tomorrow, next class, we will discuss about another topic. Are you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
मैम इसका सभी मतलब जो भी ड्रेसेस है वो हॉलीवुड
Yes.
मूवीज में दिखाया जाता है
Yeah. दिखाया उन्होंने.
मैम यहाँ से उसमें से